Okay guys, out with the Arrma Granite 4x4 4S BLX. This has got a 4S power plant, for anybody that's not seen this before, from the Outcast 4S. So we've got a 4S motor in there, 4S ESC, 4S Avonic pack on board. Should be an absolute blast to drive. I've now fitted a hot racing drive shafts because it popped one of the rear ones and I knew it was just going to keep popping. That absolute pig to fit, about 3 hours work, but fingers crossed they'll look well today. We shall see. I think this might be an excess of power. Ooh, and I'm not sure that we're not just rear-wheel drive there in a minute. No, we seem to be front-wheel drive. We seem to be getting power to the front, but very heavily biased towards the rear. Ooh. Somebody else has obviously been down here with their RC car, which has not ended well. It's just, the power level is just ballistic. Something doesn't feel quite right about it, quite yet, but I'll put my finger on it yet. Oh, mama, was not expecting that on the braking. This doesn't quite seem itself. Just certainly transformed the car now. I can only imagine what like a foot. I'm going to be a little bit careful because I'm going to blow the front tyres doing wheelies. And it's I never endo-branded on the braking before. But I'm having to watch it a bit here. Through those bumps is just brutal. Nice recovery, Rich. Just having to feed that power in because I don't know what it likes to like flat out. Let's feed it in. Just wants to wheelie at any point in the rev range. A board or something to scrape and clean. Not quite sure what to use. We'll give that a go in a minute.
Now bear in mind guys, this is a work in progress. You've got 4S power, but we've only got the stock 3S gearbox, so everything in there, all the mechanicals, is just from the 3S car, not the 4S.
Nice one, Rich. I think this with the, I've got some Proline Badland MX-28s. Oh, wheels up. Ooh. Anybody thought that was close, it was. Oh, that is what I've always been worried about, hitting one of those like that. Thankfully that it wheels, all four wheels on there, but still that bottomed out heavily. Not, well, all wheels up landing, boys, but not the one, that's the kind of one you want to avoid. That's always been my biggest worry, jumping from one of these to the other and slamming into one of those like nose down, which would not be good. That definitely does not sound well. Ooh, now I'm wondering whether somebody mentioned the slipper clutch, and I'm wondering, with that hard landing, whether a slipper clutch has shifted on there. Maybe taking the tooth out of a gear. Possibly. Possibly, yeah, Rich. Anyway, still got power. See, scooter, just left there in the middle of nowhere. Never say I don't show you anything, guys. Certainly with this 4S combination, I'm just barely squeezing the throttle and just like a stupid amount of power. The brakes are very good though, right? Just ferocious. Bash on. And it will want a wheelie at any point in that rev range. Finally. I think I was almost putting too much throttle on it. Just wondering. See? Oh, come on. Anyway, boys, it does seem to be a little bit down on power. Something is definitely not sounding right. So while I might have lost 1 or 2 gear teeth before, I think I may have now lost several on there. Anyway, let me know what you think of my Arrma Granite 4x4 4S BLX, proving it an absolute little monster on here. Sure, a few other things are probably going to need tweaking as and when they break. I'm going to find out what's making that horrible clicking noise on here. It's got this front right wheel to sort out, which is driving me crazy. This is the first time I brought it out, couldn't film anything. Got down here and I just had 3-wheel drive. This wheel was just absolutely dead, so the car was wanting a turn all the time because this wheel's pushing it round, this wheel's doing nothing. So back to the drawing board with that one, so I might have to take that front diff apart, just check out nothing is jamming in there. Hopefully, guys, you've seen it's got huge potential in there, but with anything like this, it's going to have a few teething problems on it. But that's the first proper bash I've had with the thing, and I noticed, just going to say I've lost yet another body clip, but it's just pulled out. Well, guys, I still got power to drive back to my car. I'm going to call it a day with the Arrma Granite 4x4 4S BLX. Do have your say on a car in the comment section below the video. We've got a few teething troubles to sort out. Transmission, obviously a few issues in there for yours truly to sort out, but that is expected with putting this amount of power through this car. But when it's on it, it is absolutely on it, guys. It's just an absolute, it's like driving with a stick of dynamite. The power level is just huge, and I don't think it's delivering the full power at the minute, because as I said, it seems to be very rear-wheel drive biased, as though it's not getting the full power to the fronts there at all at the minute there, guys. So God knows what it will be like when it's delivering the full power on there. Anyway, guys, you don't want to miss the upcoming videos of this baby running on 4S, because when it's fully sorted, it's going to be a monster. Then don't forget to subscribe.
Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.